So before I get into karma, right? Before I get into the law of karma, I want to read some of the comments that the 1% left on the video that I did, the 1% understands the assignment part 2, because I want to continue to give the 1% a voice. Again, before I came onto YouTube, when I was contemplating how I'm going to attack and deal with the situation with Shell and I, when I was mulling over that and, trying to come up with ways on how I'm going to deal with this, the 1% had already set it in motion. I mean, so now that I have the platform, I'm going to continue to give the 1% a voice, because there's more of the 99% obsters, people who embody and possess the obster archetypal energy. There's more of them than there are the 1%. So I'm going to continue to acknowledge them, continue to give them a voice, because that's my people and that's my tribe. I mean, so I'm going to try to make it real quick, because I really do want to get into the karma, the law of karma. Shout out to Capricorn Queen. Thank you, sis. I appreciate your comment. I pinned your comment, and you was absolutely on point. I agree with everything that you said in that comment. Absolutely. Shout out to Desandra Fisher. Again, let me know if I have your names correct. Desandra Fisher said, I won't do Danny like that, like she did Michelle. Absolutely. And remember, I had mentioned that in the last video that I did, the obstacle archetype, alive and unwell part 2. You're absolutely right, Desandra Fisher. She know better. People know what they're doing. You know what I mean? People know what they're doing. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much for showing up, love. I appreciate your support. Michaela Martin said, I don't think Shell gonna go against I, but I do believe she gonna fire Danny up in court because she wants Danny out the way. I absolutely agree with you, Michaela Martin. Remember I said in one of the videos, I can't remember if it was part 1 or part 2 of the 1% understands the assignment. Remember I said that Shell is okay with App abusing her. She just doesn't want other people to do it. So you're absolutely correct. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you for showing up. Dollface, hey babe, hey baby. I love you too, babe. I love you. Thank you so much for your continued support. She definitely been coming through. I love you, Dollface. Shout out the lovely Bish. Shout out lovely Bish. Thank you so much for coming through, hun. She put up a timestamp at 14 minutes and 58 seconds. Lovely Bish said, because you know the real Shell. What people know is the brainwashed, groomed, and a broken person. Absolutely on point, thinking cap on snug. Again, like I said, nobody on the internet knows Shell more than I do. Regardless of what her family is saying, the people that she's with, they're angry with me, so they're going to say anything, right? I'm going against the grain. I'm outspoken. I'm the Kanye of the family. You know what I mean? Like I said, the people on the internet do not know Shell like I do. They know, like Lovely Bish said, the broken Shell, the groomed Shell. I never seen Shell look the way that she looks, look as bad as she look as tired and stressed out. That's not the Shell that I know. Okay? Even though it all started at home, she still didn't look the way that she looked, the way that she has looked while with Op. So thank you so much, lovely Bish, for bringing that to everyone's attention. I appreciate you and I love you, and thank you so much for your support. Absolutely. See, I love when people keep it 100. Hey, Katrina Hillard, shout out. Katrina Hillard been had her thinking cap on, and I appreciate you and I love you and thank you so much for your support. Katrina Hillard said, I honestly don't see how Queen was able to keep that baby. Danny be high and drunk than a muff and not weed high around and holding that baby. I wish I could just get one round with Danny for the way she did Shell. You picked on a person who already said she couldn't fight and she didn't want to because she a weak bit. I mean, I want to see if she got that smoke for everyone. And I know Shell wasn't always so innocent, but Op took advantage of her loyalty to her. But karma is a muff. Danny gonna be beating Op, real soon. Yes, Katrina Hiller, absolutely. Oh my God. But listen, Katrina, like I said in a previous video, DHS, which is what we call CPS in Philly, right? Man, they're so overwhelmed with cases. Like I said, a person has to literally be on their last leg. Like a child has to literally be on their last leg, down to their last breath, most times, more often than not, for DHS, or as some places is referred to as CPS, for them to intervene. And you're right, and I already know. I could tell. I could tell that, if you could get around it with Dan, it would be over, man. Please. Dan, like I said, she a big old simp, man. Anybody simping and pandering to Op the way that she does, please. Just, and again, that's a coward. Anybody who picks on a person who already said that they, not only that they can't fight, but that they don't want to, they're cowards. Op and Danny, man, they're some cowards, man. As well as the 99% obsters and flip-flopsters that support them. All cowardly. All of them. But like you said, Katrina, karma is a much. And that's crazy that you brought that up because that's what I'm getting ready to get into. You know what I mean? Right on time. Right on time. Shout out to Lauren Baines. Hey, Lauren Baines. Lauren Baines. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for showing up, love. She said, I just hope Shell gets counseling. And I live close to Philly. Yes, Shell absolutely does need counseling. Okay. A lot of it. And also, how close do you live to Philly, Lauren Baines? Are you in Delaware? Are you in Jersey? Are you just right on the outskirts of Philly? Are you a little further south in Maryland? Let me know. Let me know if you want to. Shout out to Maz Love. Thank you so much, Maz Love. I appreciate you for coming through. I am Averique said, I love everything you're doing. You are amazing. More parents need to be aware. Labels can be scary, but becoming vulnerable to abuse is even scarier. I pray that your movement helps parents smarten up. Thank you so much, I am Averique. I love you, babe. I love you. Like I said, I did spiritual work, and you were sent to me. And to this day, right now, I still don't have the words to express the love and appreciation I have for you showing up. You're very pivotal to what I'm doing here. Again, thank you so much. Loyalty, hey, Loyalty. Loyalty said, you got my support, 10 toes down. You are truly amazing for stepping up and speaking out for your family. Real recognize real. Thank you so much, Loyalty. Thank you, babe. I love you for that. I love you for that, and I appreciate that. That was what's up right there. Laura of the Valley. Laura of the Valley said, you never lied when you said there are so many sickos out here with vile kinks that support Op in her treatment of Shell. The lives of them calling in and lying on Shell to get Op to harm her is proof. Yeah, there's some sick people out here, for real. This is why I don't play with them like that. This is why I'm ready to smoke on whoever, whenever. Because I understand, just like Laura of the Valley said, the vast amount of sickos that are out here. She said also, if I were you, I would no longer entertain those who don't understand that there is a huge difference between being astutely intelligent and being academically intelligent. Those people are too far beneath you. You right, Laura of the Valley. You right. I'm not going to entertain it anymore. You right. I smoking on people, it's like a sport to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Aries sun. My sun is in Aries. My moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio. My sun is in Aries. So I'm under the influence of Mars. This is where all the warrior energy comes in there. So like, you know what I mean, smoking on people. I like people up. I like people up for sport. But I understand everything that you said, Laura of the Valley. You are absolutely right. They're not even worth my time and energy. Those people are too far beneath you. I agree. And thank you so much. Hey, Zodiac Central. I love you too, babe. I love you too. Shout out to Tarina. Tarina got 3 hearts up to the 1%. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, No Nonsense Tucky, Miss Replay Queen. Absolutely. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate y'all's support. I really do, from the heart. Like I said in the other video, the love always trumps the hate. Shout out to Jessie Jane. She says Shell missed the excitement of being with Op. We may not see it so, but Shell enjoys the ratchetness. And I agree with what Jessie Jane said. See, I'm not the type of person that gets offended by the truth. You know what I mean? Shell is my family. I love her. I want to protect her. But I can't ignore the reality of what is. Like Jessie Jane said, she missed the excitement of being with Op. Absolutely. And she does enjoy the ratchetness. It was fun for her. I agree with that. See, I don't get offended and want to pretend like what is isn't. Nah, Jessie Jane is absolutely right. And thank you so much for saying that. Shout out to Cupcake, the Cat's World. Thank you so much for showing up, Cupcake, the Cat's World. And I appreciate your support. And I didn't miss your comment. Cupcake, the Cat's World said that she was riding with me from day one. She knew I was speaking the truth. And I appreciate her for that. See, I have a lot written down that I want to go over. I just haven't been able to get to everybody. But trust me, I see y'all. I see y'all for real. And I love y'all and I appreciate y'all's love and support. Cupcake the Cat's World said, what bothers me the most is this. I and Danny tried to make it seem like Shell was just so terrible, right? If that was the case, Danny should have been thorough. But she not. But Cupcake the Cat's World said Danny should have been thorough and helped her girl figure out how to separate permanently from Shell. Because I've had many opportunities to put Michelle out. Absolutely. See, this is, what's crazy? I already had this written down on my notes, but Cupcake the Cat's World beat me to it, and I'm so glad she did. I'm so glad. That's why I know this my tribe. This is something that I had written down that I wanted to go over, but you know what I mean? I went on with other things that I wanted to say. But Cupcake the Cat's World beat me to it, and I'm so glad she did. I had many opportunities to put Michelle out. I is full of it. Stop the cat, for real. Stop the cat. Sitting up there on lives, acting like Shell was just such a burden to you, and you just couldn't put her out. You can make her get on all fours and eat dog feces. You can make her do all type of humiliating things, but you couldn't make her get out. Man, you ain't nobody going for that. You've been getting away with this nonsense for so long. Man, you forgot that everybody not slow. Everybody not slow. You could have been put her out. You could have made Shell not ever be around you again. Man, you full of it. You need a Shell there to be your footstool. Go get this, Shell. Go do that. Go get this from me. Please. Man, please. Just as much as Shell wanted to be over there with you, whatever desire Shell had and whatever she enjoyed about being over there with you, you also needed her to be over there. Which, man, please. Nobody going for that. Cupcake the Cat's World, and smoking on Queen Tiffany Masikah. We definitely not going for that. The 1% ain't going for that. You had many opportunities to put Michelle out. You didn't because you needed her there. Get out of here, man. Please. Cupcake Cats the World also went on to say, but no, she chose to beat on her too. Absolutely. That's so whack to me. When the cops bust the door down, Shell was still defending them. Yeah. That's why I don't understand why Op is acting as if they're enemies. Man, Op don't know if she coming or going, man, for real. She don't know if she coming or going. Just like them edges. Don't know if they coming or going. Danny's so stupid that she doesn't realize that Op is using her the way she did Shell. Yeah, she is. But again, she won't be able to do what Op did to Shell. She won't be able to do it to that extent, but I get what y'all saying. Embarrassing her for views. But see, Cupcake, the Cast World, and the other 1%, these people, Op and Danny, people like that, it take a whole lot for them to be embarrassed. Their lives are embarrassing. This is what a lot of people not understanding. Calling up there, calling themselves smoking on her and roasting her. How you gonna roast somebody that's already put their lives on public display? They don't care. Anyway, I'll get into that another time. Cupcake the Cat's World said, I praise on the weak. Absolutely. And Danny is as weak as they come. Yeah, Danny does have her weaknesses. Danny, she can't just put her hands on Danny. Because Danny will put her hands on. Danny hit hard. You know what I mean? Danny will fight back. That's the difference between her and Michelle. But I get what y'all saying. I get it. Thank you so much, Cupcake the Cat's World, for bringing that up. I appreciate that. And I love you and I appreciate you for being over here. Shout out to Mel Rhodes. Mel Rhodes said, I will do time. It's the question, what will happen when she gets out? And then she said Danny was jealous of Shell being there and Shell was jealous of Danny being there. Yeah, like I said, all y'all entitled to your opinion. I don't think I would do time, but if Mel Rhodes, if you feel like she going to do time, and I hope, I mean, if not, it don't matter if she do time or not. I know what time it is when it come to me. I mean, and yes, I do agree that Danny was jealous of Shell being there and Shell was jealous of Danny. I 100%. I absolutely agree with that. Thank you so much, Mel Rhodes, for that. Let me see. Moving on. And shout out to Black Diamond Princess. Thank you so much for showing up, Black Diamond Princess. Black Diamond Princess said, I hate that I missed the live. Definitely listening to the replay. Queen, keep up the amazing fight for Shell that you are doing. When I say you are a jewel, thank you, Black Diamond Princess. I love you and I thank you and appreciate your support. She said, it's clearly seen that Shell was coached to say everything in that video because she kept looking over to the side and looked very uncomfortable in that stage update video. I know when I got wind of Op and Shell videos, like I said before, I immediately started reporting the abuse. Thank you, Black Diamond Princess. And when I did see the videos of the sister and the mother on the phone, or the videos of them talking in the chats, and see, that's new to me. Them talking in the chats. Again, I already said, and I keep saying it. I don't give a damn who don't believe it. I keep saying that I found out late what was really going on with Shell and Op. I had no idea that Shell, mom, and sister was talking in the chats. Anyway, Black Diamond Princess said, and when I did see the videos of the sister and the mother on the phone, or the videos of them talking in the chats, the sister did interviews, and she's talking about Shell being smart when it's obvious that there was something wrong with Shell. I find it odd now that when she's finally away from the person who was physically abusing her and has someone of blood willing to protect her or would have stepped in, they had known where mom and sister, they had known where was mom and sister. They definitely were not trying to get Shell back for 13 years she was with Op. And several attempts We, the people of the internet, tried, thank you 1%, I appreciate y'all. We, the people of the internet, tried by making many reports of abuse in attempts to have the family members involved with no help, mother and sister included. It just is what it is. Black Diamond Princess speaking the truth. It just is what it is. Mother and sister included. They were just, as you said, allowing App and Shell to come to the house and okay with Shell actually being with App. Yep, the truth is the truth. Whether it's uncomfortable, whether people don't want to hear it, it doesn't fit your narrative, doesn't matter. That's what the truth is. Okay with Shell actually being with App. So they are embarrassed that you are the only one protecting Shell. Absolutely. Which is crazy because in reality, they should have been called me. Man, they were supposed to use me to get Shell back from I. They was been supposed to let me know what was going on. I understand everybody is not a fighter. Everybody is not a fighter. Everybody don't have the same energy that I have. Everybody is not built like I am, and people that are like me, that are fighters, that stand up for themselves, that's not scared to put up a fight. Everybody not built like that. I understand that. But if you have somebody like that that you can call, that you can hit up, you're supposed to hit them up instead of trying to keep it a secret. Now look, anyway. So they are embarrassed that you are the only one protecting Shell. It looks as though Shell actually misses Op. Yes, she does. And now I think that trash 304 Op regrets things going as far as they did with Danny, and she misses Shell doing everything for her because she knows Shell really does love her sorry 304 ass. I agree with everything that you said, Black Diamond Princess. You was on point. Absolutely every last word. It has been my mission to disable Op from every social media platform she goes on. I appreciate you for that. I had that Cash App down for a minute, but I'm after it permanently to get disabled. I appreciate you for that, Black Diamond Princess. Everyone acting like they worried about Shell, but all they showing is her being abused over and over again. Thank you. But why continue to show that traumatizing abuse? Absolutely. Absolutely. That doesn't help Shell or heal Shell. Thank you. Again, and I'm going to say it again. Anybody that I'm claiming that I'm getting justice for, you know what I mean? Anybody that I'm crusading for or I'm standing up for and I'm on their team, I'm team whoever, or I'm getting justice for, I'm going to show them in the light that they were before the violations took place, before the trauma. I'm going to do that as a way, as a means to get that person to get returned back to themselves. My goal would be to help that person return to the self that they were before the trauma, before the abuse. But like I said, you know what I mean? People is full of it. People are clout chasers for clicks, views, and likes. Anyway, thank you so much for bringing that up, Black Diamond Princess. She said, I really hope that Shell is getting the mental and psychological help so that she can heal from all that traumatic violence that she endured with Trash 304 Op. I commend you. I commend you. Got contacts on, still can't say. I commend you for being the strong queen that you are and smoking on that 304 all day. Thank you, Black Diamond Princess. You do have a family that's applying pressure. She doesn't go live all the time because she gets scared. Watching comments. We're going to keep our arms around Shell and you and pray. Favor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Black Diamond Princess. I appreciate every word that you said. Every word that you said is appreciated. Mary Todd. Shout out to Mary Todd. That's my Philly sister right there. Mary Todd said, cousin, you know how we played Diamond Street Projects. Oh, one building. I would have been no more. Facts on God. You already know, Mary Todd. You already know. Please. That's why I said in the interview, that's why she move around in the county. She know better. Mary Todd said, I fought all my sister fights. Nobody could touch it. That's the type of time I'm on. Been on. And me and my brother fought together, male and females. I'm from Philly, cousin, North Philadelphia, 26 in Cumberland. I already know, Mary Todd. Already know. You ain't got to listen. I already know. Thank you, Mary Todd. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love you so much, Mary Todd, for that. Thank you for showing up. Shout out to Odessa Renee. Odessa Renee said, stay on their necks. Stay strong. I absolutely will, Odessa Renee. I absolutely will. And hold up, one more thing that my Philly sis Mary Todd said. She said, keep shining that light. Keep waking up the sleep. And you 99%, keep up the hype. You look stupid, absolutely. They continue to embarrass themselves and reveal themselves, and I'm glad. Keep it up. Thank you. Absolutely. So let me move on. Hey, baby. We got your name right this time. Hey, baby. Hey, baby said, everything you just described about the type of people Shell's immediate family is explains why she did latch on to I. Understand the spiritual side of this. And I'm about to get into that later, a little later when I'm done reading the comments from the 1%. That's right in alignment with what I'm going to be talking about with the law of karma. Then a baby on it. Again, she said, understand the spiritual side of this. God knew from the beginning he couldn't use them because there's no strength there. The wisdom and strength you hold is why God is using you. And when he uses / calls you is for his perfect will. I agree with that. So that's why Shell became your responsibility and not her parents and siblings because of the lack. So just consider your responsibility for her is actually for God. I agree with that 100%. And see, here's the thing with me. We don't have to share the same religious beliefs or none of that. But I understand the essence. When people are speaking in the way that A Bebe is speaking, I understand the essence of what she's saying. And I agree with it 100%. So just consider your responsibility for her is actually for God. Absolutely. I definitely understand you because I also have my family on my back, and we are the soldiers that stand in that gap for our family. Keep moving how you moving. You got this, and God got you. Bless your heart. Hey, baby, thank you so much. I love you for that. I love you for that. You know what I mean? That was love right there. Tracy Manigault. Again, thank you so much for showing up with your love and support. She said, missed you and listening to the replay. We still behind you 10 toes down. I appreciate it, Tracy Manigault. All day long. All day long. And I believe that's it as far as the comments for now. Again, I may not have gotten around to you right away, but I didn't forget you. I did not forget you at all. Okay? So we're going to get into the law of karma. And I'm going to start by saying and firmly stating karma is from the Break A Hoe Tribe. Let me say that again. Karma is from the Break A Hoe Tribe. And while that's true, because that is the truth, karma is from the Break A Hoe Tribe. The law of karma, which is one of the fundamental universal natural laws. The law of karma encompasses way more than penalties and punishments. There's also rewards, right? But again, karma is definitely from the Break A Hoe Tribe. So let's get into it. The law of karma also consists of rewards and penalties. It's also a system of checks and balances because the universe is governed by balance. You don't have to believe me, just pay attention. Look around you. Keep your thinking caps on. You'll see for yourself. The popular belief is that we get what we deserve based on our actions, right? When we hear the word karma, it's okay, well, we're going to get what we deserve based on our actions. And so what are the common sayings? What are the common adages? You reap what you sow. You get what you give. What goes around comes around. What you send out will return. All of which we generally agree on, right? So then that means we all create our own karma, right? I am karma. Think about that just for 1 second. I am karma. I am karma because I create the effects of what I cause through my thoughts, speech, desires, intentions, and actions. So karma is not something that we get. It's something that we create and produce. It all goes back to you, yourself. It all goes back to you. This is why you don't have to wish or hope someone gets their karma. Because it's not something that you get. It's something you create and produce. Right? Because to get karma would imply that you have to wait on something out there to hand it to you. When that's not the case. When the truth is that you create karma from your own thoughts and actions. And because karma is a natural law, it cannot be escaped. It cannot be escaped. None of the universal natural laws can be escaped or broken. Okay? Because best believe you're not breaking universal natural laws. They will break you. That's why the law of karma is from the Break A Hoe Tribe. That's just one law. You're the one that's going to get broke. Not the law, not the universal natural law. It's the other way around. That's why I say karma is from the Break A Hoe Tribe. You don't have to call on it. You don't have to wish for it. You don't have to pray and hope that someone gets it. This is a natural universal law. And it's going to do what it do. I mean, it's going to do what it do. What I notice is that a lot of people become frustrated when someone is not getting their karma. And when I say getting, imagine if this was written down and I have quotation marks around it. A lot of people become frustrated when someone is not getting their karma in a certain time frame and manner, right? People want karma to manifest in the way they believe it should show up and within the time frame they believe is appropriate. Okay? And I get it. Because listen, this video was inspired by the 1%. Shout out to the 1%. That's my loves. This is my tribe. You know what I mean? Shout out to the 1%. This video was inspired by the 1% asking a very valid question, which is why does it seem like I has not met her karma as it relates to Shell? This is what the video was inspired by. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, laying hands on her, that isn't enough to compensate for what she put Shell through. Laying hands on Op isn't enough to compensate for what she put Shell through. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. That's why I said I'm not interested in roasting her. I'm past that. I don't care about roasting her. She knows how to let the roast. She learned because she chose to put herself out there on public display. She learned how to let the roast and the jokes roll off of her, whether y'all want to admit that or not. You know what I mean? Whether y'all want to admit that or not, I know y'all don't like her and like what she's done. You know what I mean? I don't like what she's done. Personally, if my cousin Shell, if Shell was never with her, I wouldn't give a damn about what Op is doing. That's her life. She entitled to be a bum. She entitled to be trifling. She's entitled to do all that. That's her life. I'm here because I don't like what she's done to my family, to my loved one. But other than that, I wouldn't give a damn what Op did. She could be trifling all she wants. That's her business. She's not to disrespect and violate someone that I love. But because she's put her life on public display, she's learned how to let the roast and the jokes roll off of her, whether y'all want to admit that or not. Okay? Because she's made her life an open book. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. A lot of the 99% Op supporters, man, y'all hoes is the cops. Y'all hoes are the cops. And I'm going to tell you why. Telling me in comments to get active and, oh, beat her up, shut up or beat her up, as a way to bait me into incriminating myself. I do the baiting. You don't. But telling me that to get active and beat her up as a way to bait me into incriminating myself, that's how I know y'all the cops. Y'all the police. I can tell that y'all not about that life. Y'all not about that life in real life. Because a lot of y'all grew up on the internet where you could talk heavy behind a phone screen, but you quiet and out the way in real life. In real life, you're quiet and out the way. Y'all the type that y'all will mob up together to jump one chick because y'all can't fight. Individually, y'all don't have no hands, y'all can't fight. Y'all talk crazy on the internet. That's it. That's it. Please. Please, you goofy bird brain hoes. Man, y'all all bark and no bite. And I could tell by the comments that y'all leave on the internet. Y'all are the police and confidential informants who wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight, and it shows. Y'all just as scary as I. That's why y'all got smoke for me and not her. Whilst claiming that y'all Shell supporters. I mean, again, keep flapping your dick suckers so we can keep finding out who's who. Thank you. Easy. Moving on. Moving on. So as far as Ops Karma, again, this video was inspired by the 1% asking, why does it seem like Op has not met her karma? Thank the people that Shell is with, okay, as well as the overwhelming support that the 99% has given Op. Thank them for Op not experiencing what she should have a long time ago. supporting her, sweeping all of that nonsense under the rug for so long, that was interfering with her karma. That's what it is. Okay? What many people don't understand are the myriad factors at play regarding karma. Okay? You have free will. You have the souls, each individual human being, our soul. We all have a soul purpose, right? Interference from other people, just like I just mentioned a few moments ago. All of the people that supported Op, all of the people that swept it under the rug, including the people that Shell is with, all of that interfered with her karma. So these are the other factors that are at play regarding karmic fulfillment. So we have, again, free will, the soul's purpose, interference from other people, the karma created by other people that we have to coexist and intermingle with, and their soul's purpose, right? The fact that we are here to teach each other lessons, even when those lessons result in someone being unalive. Okay? And also intention. These are all of the factors at play regarding karma and karmic fulfillment. There are so many hidden hands, so to speak, when it comes to karmic fulfillment. There are so many hidden hands. One second. What if I told you that many human beings on a soul level have set a conscious intention to come into this lifetime on this realm to experience suffering as a means to pay a karmic debt from a past misdeed that caused someone else suffering? What if I told you that? What do you think of that? How does that make you feel? And I know that alone, I know a lot of people are going to experience cognitive dissonance from that, because that goes against everything that they have learned and heard regurgitated. So what if I told you that? Again, what if I told you that many human beings on a soul level, soul, so we're talking spiritual now, we're not talking physical. Many human beings on a soul level have set a conscious intention. Key word here is intention. To come into this lifetime on this realm, this earthly realm, to experience suffering as a means to pay, compensate a karmic debt from a past misdeed that caused someone else suffering. How does that make you feel? Let me know in the comments. Y'all don't have to agree with me again. Like I said, a lot of what I'm going to share is going to be triggering. It's going to trigger cognitive dissonance because it's going to go against everything that you've learned and everything that you know. I've been through it. And I'm not saying that this is the case with Op and Shell, right? I don't know. I don't know and I don't care. But whatever the deeper spiritual meaning is behind their 15-year-long relationship, Op and Shell, whatever the deeper spiritual meaning is behind their 15-year-long relationship as far as karmic fulfillment is concerned, is unbeknownst to me. I don't know. However, what I do know is that I'm still on a certain type of time when it comes to op. But just marinate on what I said. Marinate on what I just said. Okay? And this also brings us to karmic relationships. Deep, intense connections that exist for the purpose of the individuals in the relationship to learn crucial life lessons. One more time. Karmic relationships. Deep, intense connections that exist for the purpose of the individuals in the relationship to learn crucial life lessons. And to the outsider looking in, these relationships may look unstable and turbulent or extremely passionate and intense, but they are what they are, and they are on purpose. Another key word. Underline it, highlight it, purpose. What was the first key word that I gave y'all? Intention. Highlight that. Intention, and then the next one is purpose. This is another reason. This is another reason why I mind my business when it comes to people's relationships, right? This is why relationship experts and relationship advisors and relationship gurus, this is why they are a thing. Because people are trying to understand everything and everyone but themselves. People want to know everything about everybody else but themselves. This is why I mind my business when it comes to people's relationships, because I understand that relationships, especially romantic and intimate, are more than what meets the eye. Okay? Are more than what meets the eye. But the thing is, here's the thing. The concept of karma is so layered and rich. It's so layered and rich when you study it from the viewpoints of Eastern religious texts, such as Hinduism, Buddhism, etc. Right? And not just what we understand it to be over here. Over here meaning North America, over here, which is basically you reap what you sow, and it's more from a punishment or penalty perspective. You know, it doesn't really go into the fact that karmic fulfillment can be positive or negative. You can reap good karma. Over here, it's more so of you won't get what you deserve from a negative punishment perspective. And see, me, I like to study concepts from other viewpoints. And I take what resonates with me. You know, whatever leads me back to self. Like that old adage, chew the meat and spit out the bones. I take what resonates with me and I leave the rest. That's all. Okay? So, how I draw up the meaning and purpose of karma is more from the Eastern perspectives of Hinduism, Buddhism, all of the Eastern, the older worlds. That's what resonates with me, and that's how I draw up the meaning and purpose of karma, which is deeper than the Western, where we are, America, than the Western perspective of you reap what you sow, which is it's way deeper than that. It's a lot deeper and more layered. and more rich in perspective than that. Okay? Here's another question. Just a moment. Let me let y'all just kind of marinate a few seconds on what I just said. Here's another question. Is it far-fetched that some people are here to assist you in paying your karmic debt that you chose to compensate for your misdeeds in a past life? One more time. One more time. Is it far-fetched that some people are here to assist you in paying your karmic debt that you chose to compensate for your misdeeds in a past life? Again, I'm not here to change anyone's beliefs. Okay? I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to change anyone's beliefs. We're all adults in the room. I respect everyone's religious beliefs, their concept of God, their concept of karma, their concept of whatever. Again, I said this a few times already. It's not about agreeing with everything that I say. It's about respect. We're all adults and we should all appreciate each other's understanding on different things in life, how we draw up our own perspective and things. I'm not here to change anyone's beliefs. And I'm not here to ask anyone to abandon their beliefs. I'm simply sharing my understanding of karma based on my studies and my observations of human nature and what resonates with me. Okay? And another thing, there's always a spiritual purpose behind physical events and experiences. One more time. There's always a spiritual purpose behind physical events and experiences. Knowing that, that's what keeps me grounded. Moving through life, rooted in truth, in what is, in reality. Also understanding that the spiritual forces at play, that there are spiritual forces at play when it comes to living life as a human being in a physical material world. And don't forget, there's also the astrological influences at play with karma. Remember earlier, I mentioned that I was born under the influence of Mars. I'm an Aries sun and I'm a Scorpio moon, right? Astrology is very important. There's a very thorough, deep connection between astrology and karma. Now, I might have to get into that. I might have to get into that. Let me know, y'all. I might have to get into that. Intention is at the seat of karmic fulfillment. Intention, remember I told y'all to highlight that as a key word, intention. Intention is at the seat of karmic fulfillment, set on a deep soul level to pay, make amends, atonement for an action taken that caused suffering in some way, shape, or form. Here's a perfect example. Did you know someone that had an urge to meet up with a certain person, right? Or leave to go on a trip or just leave to go somewhere? And a loved one of that person, someone that cared deeply about that person and loved them, they sensed that something bad might happen if that person meets up with their loved one, if they meet up with someone, or they say, man, I just gotta go here. I gotta go on this trip. I gotta take this ride. I mean, I just gotta do it. I got to meet up with so-and-so. And their loved one said, I don't think you should do that. I just don't feel right about this. But the person insisted on doing it anyway, right? They insisted on leaving anyway. Have y'all experienced that? I know of a few cases. I know people right now. They're not here anymore or in this realm. But I know of instances where someone was insistent on leaving or meeting up with somebody or busting a move or whatever, and a loved one said, I don't think this is a good idea. Something in me, I'm not feeling right. I think you should stay in the house. And what happened? They left despite your cries and objections to them leaving or meeting up with a certain person or whatever. And then that person ended up unalived. Do y'all know of any cases like that? I do. Several. I've heard of a few situations. I know of a few situations, just as I described, where the person, it had it was an itch. It was like an urge, a nagging urge, where they had to leave town or they had to meet up with somebody in the family with who is this person. Don't worry about all that. Whatever they was into in life, whatever. They just had this itch or this urge to meet up with someone or go somewhere, and they ended up in the land of the unalived, despite the warnings of their loved ones not to go. I know of a few situations like that. Let me know in the comments if y'all know of any situations like that. You know? So the way that I draw up the meaning behind these instances is the person set a conscious intention on a soul level to walk into a burning house, per se, or to seek out a situation where they would meet their demise as a way to pay their karmic debt. It's almost like a spiritual agreement. And I know that that's going to go against a lot of people's belief systems. Again, you don't have to agree with me. I'm also speaking from my own experience. Okay? And as it pertains to Op, since she chose to put her life choices on public display, we can see the karma she created. We can see it play out to some degree. Reckless with her body. And what happens? She's reckless with her body, sexually undisciplined, which led to diseases and unwanted children. What is that called? Karma, cause and effect. There's another law, universal natural law, called the law of causality, which the law of karma is basically parallel to that, right? So she's reckless with her body, she's sexually undisciplined, which leads to her getting diseases, catching diseases, and unwanted children. Cause and effect. She's reckless with her mouth and her behavior, which leads to what? Which leads to her getting evicted and losing her housing, leads her to homelessness and so forth. Cause and effect. What else? She cared more about how she looked in the lace front wig and not caring about moisturizing her scalp properly. Which leads to what? What has it led to? Her losing her edges. Cause and effect. Look, the karma plays out in varying degrees. Just cause and effect. It's a simple concept that plays out according to the severity of your actions. From losing your edges to losing your freedom, to losing your life. I mean, sometimes the simplest of concepts are the hardest to grasp and to master, right? And as far as how she violated Shell and mistreated her, Ops Karma, in my opinion, it was derailed. It was derailed by the people that Shell are with, as well as the overwhelming support that Op has received from the 99%. That is my belief, and I'm standing on that 10 toes down. Ops Karma was derailed by the people that Shell is with, as well as the overwhelming support that Op has and still receives from the 99%. Because again, karma is law. Karma is law. But because we still have free will, which people will and do exercise daily to their own detriment, because we still have free will, we're able to derail karma, right? And speaking of free will also allows you to shuffle the cards that you were dealt, right? You can shuffle the cards that you were dealt, but the law of karma remains. So it all boils down to how you act in life. Are you proactive? Are you proactive or reactive in life? Right? Each influencing the choices you make, which ultimately determines your life. Your choices determine your life. And karmic fulfillment takes place on all levels and areas of life. So I'm going to end it there. I'm going to end it there, and I hope that y'all have learned something. I hope that y'all learned something new, right? I hope that you made a new connection in your brain. I hope that this inspires you to keep your thinking cap on. Again, I appreciate and love each and every one of you, the 1%, for your love and your support. Tell me, share your own experiences in the comments. I love when y'all engage. That's why I speak to y'all. That's why I'm going to take my time and continue to give y'all, my tribe, the 1% of voice. You know what I mean? So I'm going to end it at that. And I'll holler at y'all again. Peace.